share something with you which is very, very, very important. Something which is now starting to creep into the headlines, but it was something I actually thought about last night. Last night, while I was in my bed considering the case of the 13-year-old boy who died after being tested positive with the COVID-19 virus. He died alone. His family were not there to in the hospital with him because of the risk of catching it. And my prayers are with the family. I can't imagine, and I don't want to even entertain the thought how that would feel. So this thing is very real. There's no lie about that. We must pray for one another and encourage one another, especially those of us who are fearful. Okay, God is there to comfort and to strengthen and to give hope, as well as to give practical help how we can protect ourselves from catching it and reverse it if we have it. So last night, as I was thinking about the case of the young boy who died, I noticed something which I'd never noticed before. The headlines always say when someone's died after being tested with coronavirus, it always says so and so died after being tested positive. So and so died after being tested positive. And of course, the headline is written that way to let you know that this person died due to the virus. It was after being tested. So regardless of what condition they had before, okay, underlying condition, health condition or not, this is the thing which ultimately killed them. So therefore, this is what they died of. However, last night, when I saw the headline that the 13-year-old boy died after being tested positive, that headline jumped out at me. It's like it was broken into pieces. I can't explain it, but it just hit me with the same way I would read if someone died after receiving a vaccination. You sometimes see that. So-and-so died after being vaccinated. We would naturally say that it was the vaccine, okay, that actually killed them. We would naturally say that what was in the vaccine actually killed them, as opposed to the whatever they had, okay, which whatever health that they had, condition that they had actually killed them. We would say it was the thing which was put on them, was put in them, okay? Same way here, when it read last night to me that this boy died after being tested positive, and my thoughts naturally started to see that there's a link between the testing, not so much the positive, the fact that it was results positive, that his health before, but the fact that the testing was directly connected to his death. Now, I'm not saying that is exactly the case with this one, but I started to think that the tests that have come into the UK at least, are contaminated, and that is why there is a high rise of people dying not long after being tested positive. I'm not saying this virus can't be caught other ways, but I can't help but believe that these tests are contaminated and have been put in individuals who were negative originally, or may have had it and could have survived it, and it aggravated it and it killed them. So I didn't air it out. It was just a thought that came to my mind as I was in prayer last night. And this morning, I put my phone on and I screenshot what I saw. I posted it on Facebook. But what I saw was amazing because it was posted 17 hours ago, around about the same time that I had those thoughts. And now it's like creeping into the headlines now this morning. But let me just pull it up here. You'll see it on my page if you want to see reference. It says, this newspaper says, Coronavirus UK Live, COVID-19 tests delayed as death toll hits. Then it says, coronavirus testing kits in the UK have been delayed after they were contaminated by COVID-19. traces of the deadly virus, and there's a dot dot dot. So I couldn't open it. I did open it, excuse me, and I couldn't find the article. However, when I pull up, if you go and type in coronavirus test contaminated, you will see a slew of uh, news articles, breaking news articles, headlines dealing with this thing that the UK are receiving COVID tests, coronavirus tests, which are contaminated with COVID-19. Now, I don't think, this is my understanding, this is my thoughts, my opinion, shall I say, I don't think this just happened. I believe that many of the tests that have been coming into the UK and around the world are contaminated with COVID-19. And that is why we see a surge of people catching it, because the more people get tested, the more we are seeing that people are getting it. Now, obviously, there's some who are not getting it. So I'm not saying that every single test have it, okay? Or it could just be that some people's immune system is so strong it just kicks it back out. But these tests are faulty anyway at best. But now we're seeing that they are contaminated with it. Y'all need to ask questions. Don't have that herd mentality. I know many of us are not, we're not for the herd immunity, but we're for the herd mentality, following the herd, following what everyone else is saying and thinking, letting the media feed you with fear. I'm saying right now, we need to, especially now we have time, we're at home, we're in quarantine, we have more time now than ever to search for ourselves and ask questions. That's all I'm saying, ask questions. Now we're seeing that the actual testings have coronavirus. Could it be that the influx of numbers of people that are dying from it after being tested positive are dying because they were tested and not because they were positive? Because you're only getting, think about it, the data is actually showing the deaths of those who were tested positive. I don't know if there are people dying without being tested. I'm sure they may be possible. I don't know of any. I don't want to be naive and say it's not happening. But we're hearing of those who die after being tested. That's all I'm saying. Listen, y'all need to think. Leave your thoughts. Share this video, please. And go and search for yourself. Ask questions. Stay positive. Peace positive. Take care and God bless you.